What's up, guys? It's Oblivious Gamer here, and well, I just wanted to do this brief video talking about level 5. It's been pretty rough, my approach and excitement to some of their games, especially after today where they had some sort of event where they show a lot more of their games and upcoming projects. So, during this event, they announced a lot of their games that were supposed to come out this year. Obviously, I wasn't expecting all of them to come out this year, but a lot of their games are being delayed. Decapolice, a game that was announced back in 2023, it's probably like, out of all the projects they have announced, it's one that I'm very interested in and very much looking forward to it. It's announced that it was supposed to release this year. I really wasn't expecting them to release this year, since again, I feel level 5 always takes a lot of projects, but they announced that the game is going to be delayed until 2026, so 2 years. Granted, this isn't the only game that was delayed. Level 5 also announced the delay of Inazuma 11 Victory Road, a game that again was supposed to come out this year. They announced that the game is coming out sometime June 2025. So almost a year of delay. Inazuma 11 Victory Road has been a game that technically was announced back in 2016 with a set release of 2018 when it was called Inazuma 11 Aris. And of course the game has been through a lot of different changes and iterations. Recently we had Inazuma 11 Victory Road. They had this test on the Switch and on the PlayStation. I had a lot of fun with it, but it seems they're going to push the game again, and now it's coming out next year. At the same time, you look at all the delays, and for me, I'm like, okay, give the developers time, better to take their time, polish the game, make it a good game, instead of releasing something that is mediocre or, that it's not well done. The problem is, Level 5 keeps delaying their games, which, okay, again, you can look at it from that point, but they also keep announcing stuff. They keep announcing shit, and they just keep adding more and more stuff. And it's like, you guys have already these games that you want to release. You keep delaying these games, and then you keep announcing even more games. How are you supposed to release anything if you just keep this cycle? They announced an Inazuma 11 RE, which is supposed to be like some sort of like remake of the first Inazuma 11 game. It's coming out for the PS5, PS4, Switch, 2026, but that's another project that they have to work on. They also announced that they're going to release a new project called Holy Horror Mansion. That's a Ghostcraft RPG cross-media project. Again, this has no platforms or release window, but another project that they're adding. So, they just keep adding all of these projects. We also have Fantasy Life, which is supposed to come out sometime 2025, I think. Yeah, it's scheduled for April 2025. And then Professor Layton is also supposed to come out 2025. So currently they have Professor Layton, Fantasy Life I, and Inazuma 11 Victory Road 2025. That's 3 projects. Then for 2026, they have Decapolice and Inazuma 11 RE, and no word on the release date, Holy Horror Mansion. So they have a total of 6 projects that they're working on that they're supposed to release in the next 2-3 years. Without counting the fact that some of these games have already been delayed, with Inazuma 11 that I'm talking about. A part of me is just like, what is going on, guys? Do you really need to do all these announcements if you just keep putting so much on your plate and then you just can't release anything? I'm surprised they release Megaton Musashi Wired at this point. Literally, if you look from 2021 to 2024, they only release Megaton Musashi Cross, and Megaton Musashi W Wired, which technically 2 are kind of like the same game. Well, they're using the original Megaton Musashi and they're just building from it. But again, why are you guys having so much on your plate? Or even if they want to do this much, why announce so much? Why not just announce the stuff that is closer to release date so it doesn't feel like you guys are taking 7 games? As my understanding goes, Level 5 only has 300 employees, which is still they're not a small company, but I don't know if it's enough for 6 to 7 games in the next upcoming years. This is probably affecting them, the fact that they just have so many projects that they're working on. Remember, there's currently 6 projects. there's 300 employees. It's a bit frustrating. Like I said, they have a lot of stuff that I'm interested in and I'm very excited for, but for example, with Inazuma 11, they just keep delaying it. So how can I be excited for a game that just keeps getting delayed, that has been in the works since 2016? We had the beta, we had this test, and now it's like, oh, we're moving it. And then moving all the other games, and then announcing new games. If they would have just kept, Inazuma 11, Decapolice, and all the other games that they announced at that moment, being like, well, we're delaying it, we need more time. It's like, okay, you delay because there's too much on your plate. But then you add 2 more games. Again, are they really going to release a game at this point? It just feels so much other stuff. They just keep pushing and they just keep adding. So I don't know for who this is in a sense. Like, why do they just keep announcing stuff that just keeps getting pushed? I don't know. Just briefly want to talk about, feel a bit frustrated about that. It is what it is. Hopefully, we get to see all of these games. A lot of them look really interesting and really fantastic. I'm hoping this is just a situation of, well, just take your time, and hopefully we're going to see these games, and it's not that there's other things going behind it. Maybe it's a lot worse than it seems. But yeah, what are your thoughts, guys? Did you catch any of these announcements and delays with some of these level 5 games? Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.